It's the Pesto Pod, the Pesto Pod, the Pesto Pod.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pesto Pod. My name is Julia Leahy. You might know me on TikTok as @morepesto, Today I am joined by man of the camera, of the cinema, Reece Feldman, everybody.
Hello.
Woohoo! I've been trying to get Reece on this podcast since the dawn of time because
It's been close to. Has it been over a year?
No, it's been about exactly 1 year.
Okay.
But it's because you're like one of the first people that I followed on TikTok and then like actually met.
Oh, yeah.
So I was
it was
like,
at the,
this
it
is
was,
so cool.
If I'm not mistaken, it was the Don't Look Up premiere.
It was the Don't Look Up premiere.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was like also like the first like real person cool event I ever got invited to. So I was like losing my mind, and then I met all these cool people. I met you, and I was like shitting bricks.
I didn't know anyone there.
I
was familiar with the cast. That was
well, sure.
Yeah,
you
that
knew
was
Meryl,
yeah,
Leo.
Yeah.
We took pictures with another dude. It was like three of us that were there from
Okay.
TikTok, and there's some random dude, and I don't know who he is.
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Whoever you are.
We
met
he's
you,
watching,
and
it's
we
like,
don't know who you are. I know. No.
Sorry.
Explain who you are, what you do, and your hopes, dreams, and goals.
Oh, okay. I'm Reece. I have a TikTok account. Guy with a movie camera. It's a joke no one laughs at or gets from an old Soviet film called Man with a Movie Camera, 1920s.
I can't say that I've seen it.
it's not great by any means, but I just thought it was funny. But yeah, I work in film, so I either am hired by studios to work on their sets, and I'm like embedded into the set as a social producer, and then make all the content that movies will post on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and all those
behind the scenes.
Yeah, a lot of behind the scenes, and I'm hired for premieres and award shows, and a bunch of fun stuff. I'd like to make my own stuff one day, but that's what I'm doing for now. And no complaints, because you work on cool stuff.
You work my dream job. I'm pretty sure every like film person thinks you're doing their dream job.
It's real. It's not a day goes by that I'm not like
this
very
is so
much
fucking
like this
cool.
is very cool.
Yeah.
This is very fun. I do not take it for granted.
Yeah.
Everyone should be able to.
I don't think you do.
Yeah, and everyone should be able to. Thanks, but everyone should be able to complain about their job. But like, I'm very careful.
It's a
and
really
like,
cool job.
I'm not gonna complain. Yeah.
What do you think is like one of the coolest things you've ever worked, created, done?
There's a few like this past year. There's been a few things. Really
you've only
loved.
been going on the up and up. I
Thanks.
see you. You just had some big article come out.
Yeah, it was really cool. But like,
Goddamn.
I gotta do like. This past year, like the Oscars was amazing. Like,
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, no,
that'll take number one.
Yeah, no, Oscars, Golden Globes, Emmys was nuts, and then like I've been able to work on some sets that I loved, like Hunger Games. The new one.
The Hunger Games stuff was so
Scream,
cool.
I'm a horror fan, like a big horror fan.
Whoa.
So Scream and Summer Nights Are Pretty, like all these like things that I watch and love and enjoy. It's really cool to then be there.
Now I have a question for you. Have you ever like had a really surreal moment when you're like on the carpet interviewing someone and the celebrity knows you?
There's a few times that's happened. Or like I'll go to set and they're like, "Oh shit!" Like I didn't know.
Oh
like,
my god, you're a guy with a movie camera.
Yeah, or like, but it's usually not that. It'll usually be when someone who's older, like someone who I'm like, you should not know who I am, knows who I am.
Yeah, that's sick.
That always weirds me out. Which is really cool though.
I also remember when I did meet you, what stuck with me is I was like crying because Meryl Streep was in the same room as me. And then you were like, I do this a lot, so this doesn't really faze me. And I was like, who's a celebrity that would like you would have this reaction, you would cry? And you said Larry David.
Yeah, it's the same thing, Larry David. I've never met him, and I love.
Have you seen him? Have you seen him walk by?
Never. I've never seen him. I went.
Time's ticking.
Yeah, and like
Larry.
literally, he was nominated for an Emmys when I worked it, and he didn't show. He just.
Are you serious? He knew you were there.
Yeah, he was like, oh fuck
He's
this
like,
kid.
I'm not showing up.
Yeah,
if this
like
kid's there.
But yeah, no, and like I to put a caveat in that, like, it's not that I don't freak out or like, oh, I do these all the time. It's I cannot freak out.
No, absolutely.
Because I cannot.
No, it's true. This is like the people who work at those like really nice fancy restaurants. They have to sign a thing saying they will not like speak to the celebrities any different.
Yeah, and it's like I like as cool as it is, I will like think about it after the fact, but in the moment I cannot.
I'm really bad at that.
Which is fun though, but like I think that's how most people would react.
True.
Like
I was in an elevator with Billy Porter, and I was like, big fan. He was like, thank you so much. And I was like, do you mind if I get a picture really quick? And he's like, no thanks. And I was like, respect.
Yeah, but like
I felt so stupid.
No, but like
no, I know the guy's just trying to take the elevator.
Yeah, he's just
go where he's gotta
like,
go.
Yeah, they're all just doing their own thing. Like, yeah. But yeah, Meryl Streep, crazy.
No,
Yeah.
you don't know.
But like that's something where like if I met her and like actually worked with her, I would then have to like
be like,
after like
I
I'd need
really
to like
worship
I would
you.
have to like bathe or like
Yeah,
I need
yeah,
like
yeah.
a deep
Have a
cleanse.
ritual?
Yeah.
yeah. God knows, I was losing my mind. I don't know if you can see on my bed over there. I have a Meryl Streep throw pillow.
Oh yes. Oh, that's like young Meryl Streep, like
It's
Deer
a
Hunter.
it's a compilation of images,
Oh,
collage.
Yeah. Oh, she's great.
Because I just need her near me at all times. Because
I don't blame you.
worship the ground she
What's
walks
your favorite
on.
movie she's been in?
I mean, like the theater kid in me says Mamma Mia.
She's great in that.
But like, I mean, if you're talking like the classics, I don't know, Sophie's Choice.
So yeah.
Like if I'm talking
Yeah.
like
I like Kramer
beautiful
versus Kramer.
acting.
I
I
also
haven't
think
seen all of Kramer versus Kramer.
it's really good, but I think she's hysterical in Death Becomes Her.
I haven't seen it.
It's really good.
I thought she was funny in Don't Look Up.
I mean,
did a great
she's
job.
really. I didn't like that movie.
You didn't like the
No,
movie?
I didn't like that
No, you do not like Adam McKay stuff.
No, he's like he has some really funny stuff,
But that didn't cut
that
it
one
for ya.
just like did not connect.
Oh,
But
I thought
think
I got some good chuckles out of that one.
No, I really did not enjoy that
No
movie.
way.
No, like there's very few things I liked.
Oh my god, that's crazy. You know who else was at that premiere? Bill Nye. And
Was
I
he?
Yeah, I saw him and I was like, that's Bill fucking Nye.
Nice, good for him.
I don't know why that really hit deep in my heartstrings.
There are some
It's like if
people
I saw
that will,
Mr. Rogers, may he rest in peace. I think
yeah,
I would
if
like
I saw
to
Mr.
disintegrate.
Rogers, I'd freak out. I'd be like,
Yeah.
bro, you've been
Like,
dead for
that
30
is-
fucking
no,
years.
right.
Yeah, you look great.
I like to start the Pesto pod
Yeah.
by something I call the Pestory of the Week.
Uh-huh.
I want to hear the whackassery of your life as of late.
Okay.
If you have something on the top of your head, please go for it. If you don't, I'm happy to go first.
You go first. I there's a few things, but you go first. I want to see how you set the tone.
Okay. I don't really have like a single event, but I will say I just talked about this in a TikTok last night. The winter time is when I sleep like a goddamn baby.
Mm-hmm.
And last night, I literally was a grandmother of several grandchildren. I made a homemade chicken noodle soup from scratch. I made a mirepoix. You know mirepoix?
Is that wait? Is mirepoix carrot,
Celery, and onion. Yeah, and butter
I get
and
it
oil and
because there's
garlic.
like another one because there's carrot, celery, onion, and then there's another one that's like there's another trio thing,
Oh, I don't
which
know.
is like
I
a
haven't been
different
educated in
like
that.
root vegetable because I get those mixed up all
And
the
I'm
time.
sure I would slurp that up just as well.
Yeah, no, it's delicious.
And then I made this stock and I infused it with rosemary. I was literally a domestic woman in there, and I cooked up this chicken noodle soup and I had it with tea. And I went to bed at like 11 p.m.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
You should have put a fire on.
If I had a fireplace, it would be on.
Yeah,
I
no.
do love putting on the
Oh, Yule log, like
yes,
ambiance.
But my roommate and I will do Hogwarts Library.
I do. I'll do like gothic, rainy, like
Sure.
Yeah,
Church.
cafe. Yeah, like one of those things.
Sometimes we do oceanscapes.
Oh, that's nice. That's too.
I like looking at like fish swim by.
And you'll go to the aquarium, so
And
you'll
I'll
have
go
that
to the
very soon.
aquarium,
Yeah.
and I will drift off to sleep like a little. That's the dream, to have a sleepover in the aquarium. I think I would not have any greater sleep in my
yeah,
life.
that'd be one. I sleep very well in the winter. I usually sleep with the window open in the winter.
My windows are open.
Yeah, and my cat, he has a lot of fur, so he loves it too. I turn on the heated
Yeah,
blankie.
right?
We share it together.
Yes. What's your cat's name?
Mr. Cooper.
Mr. Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he? Have you had him for a while?
I got him last January, so it'll almost be 2 years.
Okay.
Mhm.
Aw. Do you love him?
I do. He's
Okay.
a little baby.
I really don't have like a specific story, but I just want to share how much I love the winter time.
Yeah,
I
I'm
do.
also
a winter
big
girl.
winter. Yeah, big winter guy.
I love a
like
sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
yeah,
you-
yeah.
I'm wearing my heart sweater.
Yeah, you are. I love a sock, a thick sock.
I'm wearing thick socks.
Yeah, you are ready for this. Tis the season.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything fun that like
You came in with that big scarf.
that scarf. Yeah, keeps me warm.
You
I
are warm.
Yeah, there's 2 big developments this week. I got
What's
a
up?
nice espresso machine.
Oh no way, Nespresso or like nicer?
No,
Like good shit. Okay.
Yeah.
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 You can save some money with that.
I know, but like it last night.
Great investment.
Yeah, last night I spent like 2 hours like trying to perfect it, and I'm getting really close. That was exciting.
Nice.
And then on the way here, when I took the subway, the cutest thing happened. This like little girl and her dad boarded the train. I was seated. she sat like 4 seats away and then kept sliding over until we were next to each other and kept for the entire train ride, kept trying to hold my hand. And her dad
No
was
way.
like, sorry. And I was like, it's okay.
Did you?
No.
Okay.
Like it was very sweet. Like she ended up just like putting her hand like on my arm.
Her little claw.
Yeah. I mean, I was like gonna hold her hand. I don't
Yeah,
know her.
no,
Like
that's
her
weird,
dad
yeah.
was like, oh, it's so sweet. And everyone in the train was like, oh, so cute. And I was like, this is very cute. But
That's heartwarming.
yeah, but she is also a child and like
Sure.
has like a snotty nose.
Sure.
So
Yeah, they do. They're sticky.
They're
Those kids.
sticky.
They're so sticky.
Yeah.
The Subway kid.
So
No.
yeah, no, it was very sweet though. So I thought that was fun. I think a lot of times, like things like that happen to me. Not like people will always be like, oh, like the crazy things always happen to me. It's never like crazy things. It's just like
Do you find that people?
people ask me for directions.
I was
people,
going to say
Yeah.
I find you approachable.
Yeah, no, I like people like talk to me on the street
Yeah.
and be like, hey, can you
Do
like, take
people
this
that you
picture?
like barely know confide in you with their deep problems?
It comes up a lot.
Yeah.
Like I'll end up like
This is my roommate has the same problem because
Yeah.
she's a social worker, and I think people can just sense it.
yeah, like I'll be on set and like not talking to anyone, and then someone be like, it's just, and then I get like an entire, I'm like,
This breakup I'm having,
yeah, I'm
man.
like, damn, like that, it's really tough. Can you do the renegade or
Yeah,
no, God,
right.
no.
Do a little dance.
Yeah.
That was the most heartwarming pest story of the week
That's
I've had in a
good.
long time.
Okay. Yeah.
That's so sweet. The topic of our podcast, we went back and forth a little bit, but I think animation.
Yeah, I thought that'd be because anytime I do anything, like any conversation I have ends up circling back to film.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So it makes sense.
That is your industry.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think it'd be easy to do like Marvel or like anything like that, which would be like everyone's discussed it. I feel like animation everyone talks about, but I feel like it's sometimes very underappreciated and misinterpreted.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah.
I really agree. I took a writing for animation class in college, and it was like probably my favorite class I've ever taken.
That sounds really fun because I
It
feel like
was
writing
so
is
fun.
so different for animation.
Very,
Yeah.
very. I mean, it's like you have to go outside the boundaries of like what
Reality.
what people are capable. Yeah, yeah. And this now I'm curious what you think of this. We had special guests like every week, so we had some really cool people. We had Fred, the guy from Frederator Studios.
Oh no way!
Like the big dude, he created like Adventure Time.
Yeah.
he came and spoke to our class. It was sick. But the guest that made me like shit bricks was Jill Talley, voice of Karen the computer on SpongeBob.
Oh, that would get me.
I was like, I am in the presence of greatness.
what does she look like?
Literally some woman.
Oh, okay.
She looks
She's
like
just
a woman. Kind of
a-
the dream because she can just like walk around and no one knows that she's Karen, the
Yeah.
computer wife.
Do you think she's ever been stopped, like outside of like a fan setting?
No, her voice doesn't even sound like Karen. She
She has
does
to,
a
like, put
voice.
it on?
Yeah, she's married to Tom Kenny, so like
Oh,
that's
that's
heartwarming.
adorable.
Yeah, and she was like taking questions, and everyone was like, "How'd you get into this field?" And then I raised my hand, and I was like, I just want to say,
Yeah.
like, I think for everyone in this room, this generation, you are a huge part of these people's
Yeah.
childhoods. So what is something that you can tell me about your work on SpongeBob that, like, as someone who, like, this was my whole childhood, that would just, like, change my whole life and
Yeah.
make me so happy? And she told me that a bunch of the SpongeBob actors, so, like, the guy who plays Patrick, the guy who plays,
Yeah.
like, Mr. Krabs, whatever, they all have kids that are around the same age, and a bunch of them all go to college in New York City, and they all hang out. She's
That's
like,
so
somewhere in this
cool.
city, there's a group of teens hanging out, and all their parents are the voices of SpongeBob.
See, I want a show of that, of those
Me
kids.
too.
Yeah, like they're definitely all super rich because
Probably.
they're making that SpongeBob money.
That SpongeBob coin.
Yeah, and they're probably just getting up to hijinks and stuff.
Is
and-
that not like, I'm like, God, I'm happy that
Yeah, I'm
the
really
world
happy
exists.
for them, and they're like family friends and stuff.
Yes, yes.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to
Um,
Karen.
Shout out to Karen.
Yeah.
But I'm such an animation fan. I watch animation now. I watch adult animation. I watch kids animation.
What
love it.
what do you watch?
I just finished ATLA,
What's that?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, ATLA. Oh, okay. I've never heard it referred to as that.
Have you not?
I've
Are you
seen it
not
online.
Are you not in the?
But like I've never
fan
heard it like
base?
I've never heard it like it'd be like if someone's like oh what's on your FIP, I'd be like excuse me.
You're
Like,
right, you're right,
your
you're right,
FIP
you're right,
page.
you're
Like
right,
come
you're
on FYP, and I'd be like oh okay.
I hear you.
Yeah,
I see you.
I
stand
love
with you.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. That
was
what got me into
beautiful.
like. That was the first memory I had of being a child and realizing that like
Childhood.
But yeah, that's when I gained consciousness. It was when he was like Zuko. Yeah.
Yes.
No, but that was the first time I remember thinking that like, oh, like you can make stories for kids that are not
That
just
are
like fluff.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that it was like I was like, oh my god, like it felt for the first time like they were taking me seriously.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's. I've rewatched it a bunch of times. It's amazing.
It's so amazing. I do wish that I kind of wish that there was like a little bit more adult. I wish there was death. There's no death. Have you noticed that? They don't ever kill anybody.
They never kill anyone. Like they'll get very close. Like they'll throw someone off a cliff.
Someone gets
and I'm
thrown
like,
off a bridge, but
I'm
you don't
that
see him
man's
hit the ground.
dead. And like they even have a joke where it's like with Jet, like when in the third season they're watching they're a play on stage of their lives, and they're like, oh, they got this wrong, and they have Toph played by this big.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And they're like, wait, does Jet like dead? And then like Sokka makes a joke like, we actually never found out.
We actually don't
and
know if he's dead.
I do really like that.
Because he that was something he was like, I'll be fine. And then Toph's like, he's lying.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm
It's like,
talking about?
yeah, that guy died. Like, but I also think I'm happy with that. And like, I know Harry Potter gets a lot of those same complaints where they're like, those like kids are like doing like freaky shit and like fucking in Hogwarts. And I'm like, I'm
No,
sure they were,
yeah,
but like,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to, I'm good not know. Like,
Okay.
yeah, there are times I want like a more adult, like I hate when things like a Euphoria where it's set in a high school and you have like,
I know, and everyone's on meth and
yeah,
fucking.
but like also like I don't want to see like it's not enjoyable to watch like or what our brains should think of underage. Like that's
No, I hear you. I hear you.
Like have them in college or have them like I don't know.
I did find myself though. So they do kiss on Avatar.
They do kiss on Avatar.
But I would be like, fuck, and then
Yeah.
like, oh man, these are kids. They're supposed to be 12.
Aang's 12.
What's wrong with
Yeah, what
me?
do you-
It's like this long, slow burn. You can't help
You're
it.
like, damn. Like,
I'm so invested.
Like, why the fuck isn't Aang fucking?
I know. I'm like, Aang's laying pipe.
Man, that is a child.
911. Get down here right now.
Yeah, but then they have like they're gonna do the older Avatar like from the same, and then like Netflix is making their own.
Yeah, I tried to watch Korra. Didn't like it.
I didn't like Korra either.
I couldn't even
And
get through
I
it.
will say, I think that's a problem with like the studio. Like Korra only got renewed season by season, whereas Avatar they had like the full 3-season plan.
I
so they could
think that's so
and
interesting.
Korra,
They
it's
sure
like-
did.
And
You
Korra,
can
it
tell.
feels like every single season, it's like, oh, it's done, and they just kept adding, and there was never.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes a
I also
huge
just-
difference.
Aang, I think is such a great protagonist because he is not boring. I think so many
So true.
protagonists could be boring.
The poor kid. This kid's 12. He's trying to like navigate his emotions, and
Yeah.
the weight of the world is on my boy's shoulders.
Yeah.
He's out here and he's like, how
They
am I
never give
supposed to
him any
How am I
breaks.
supposed to kill Fire Lord Ozai if I'm a vegan?
Yeah,
And I'm like,
exactly.
you're right. You're right. How
this
are
kid's
you?
bald. Like, that's got to be
He's
tough.
he's a vegetarian monk. He's just
Yeah.
trying to
His
live
only
life.
like
His
person
friend
who
is a
looks
lemur.
like is Caillou. Like,
Yeah, no, true. He looks like an
yeah,
egg.
he's
Humpty Dumpty.
tatted up at 12.
He's tatted. He is tatted.
Jesus.
But I watched Avatar with my roommate, and we were like, we need a print of the animation's so beautiful.
It's beautiful.
The colors are beautiful.
Yes, and this is something I didn't know if you had like questions or if there was like an MO for what you wanted to discuss.
No,
but
there's nothing.
Perfect. Okay. But I did want to discuss hand-drawn animation because
Okay.
I am getting very tired of movies that all now have the Pixar quality, which is like rounded faces.
Yes,
like
yes.
the same looking note. Where it's like if you take Coco, Soul, Frozen, like any Wish, any like new.
No, Wish I'm not discussing.
I haven't watched Wish. But
I know,
like,
but I just know it doesn't sit right with me.
okay. Okay, but like
I'm
I feel like
anti-Wish.
I feel like every movie, every animation now just has the same look and feel.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No,
and
even like
Spider-Verse
DreamWorks.
changed that a little bit. Like
Never watched it.
Oh, it's
but,
really good.
But I've heard great things.
yeah.
Well, actually, I will discuss Wish. I guess isn't Wish kind of drawn a little funky? Have you noticed that it's not quite the same?
Oh, it looks. I mean, from the trailers, it looks very much.
No, but it's like very 2D.
Is it 2D? I thought it was like the 3D-ish.
I
Like,
urge you to re-look.
okay,
at
it
it
will.
looks different.
Okay,
Not that I support
don't want to
it.
give Wish any added hate that it
No,
doesn't deserve.
I support Wish.
But yeah,
Wish slander.
Wish slander. I don't even know what it's about.
I don't
I feel
either,
bad.
but I've heard that song and it makes my skin cold.
Oh yeah, where he repeats
Need
himself.
to vent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, where he's like, you live here rent free.
Yeah,
You don't even pay the rent. I
Don't
was
even
like,
pay me rent.
I was like,
Get
yeah,
that
that's
shit
what
outta
rent
here.
free means, my guy.
Disney Pixar does have such a place in my heart, especially as a theater kid. I mean, like Disney, like musicals and stuff.
What are your favorites?
Finding Nemo is absolutely my favorite Disney Pixar movie. I watched a whole behind the scenes like film.
It's really good.
Of them making it, and the
Yeah.
way they do the ocean is like incredible.
It's really good. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
great.
like a great.
It's funny, it's
blueprint
emotional.
For for storytelling.
Absolutely.
Like that's a perfect screenplay.
It's so great. It's so
Yeah.
great, and it makes me laugh every time. And I think I could quote it.
Yeah, I also
Word
like
for
that
word.
Pixar does not always cast celebrities as voice actors.
Okay.
Where it's like for The Incredibles. Like, can you name any of the voice cast?
I sure cannot. Probably what's his name? John. That guy who's in every Pixar movie.
Who?
He plays in Toy Story. He's the piggy bank. In
Oh,
Nemo,
then
he's
maybe,
the School
he's
of Fish.
probably in it. Yeah. But
He's the Abominable Snowman.
Oh, is he? In,
Yeah, what's his
Monsters,
name?
Inc? Oh, that's fun.
I
But
don't
yeah,
remember
like
his name.
I like that they don't rely on star power.
No,
They're
you're
like,
right.
It's Craig T. Nelson is leading the franchise.
No way! It's Craig T. Nelson.
Yeah, and then you have like Holly Hunter is like Miss Incredible. But like these are
I didn't know Craig T.
but
Nelson was
these are,
Mr.
like Oscar nominated. Not like no one's going to be like, oh, like you check out the new Craig T. Nelson joint.
No,
And
you're
it's like,
absolutely
I
right.
am.
You're absolutely right.
I might be checking out the, but like.
You're
That's
right,
not
the
like
average person.
Yeah, so it's like you have to rely on the characters to like.
I agree.
Incredibles for me was like that one growing up, where I was like, like they
So-
might kill this kid.
No.
Like,
So I just watched The Incredibles as an adult. I've never watched it as a kid.
yeah.
Like.
Oh, you
yes.
never. Oh, okay. Did you
So-
like it?
Of course.
Okay.
But I remember watching it and being like, "Yo, they're torturing my guy right now."
Oh yeah, like they
There's
straight
a
up, like,
torture scene.
There's a torture scene. Like they like hint about infidelity. Like
Yes, they
like
sure
him
do
cheating on
with
his
that.
wife,
With
and
that.
she goes to like take the hair off, and like then like the mom is literally like, they're gonna kill you. This isn't like the Saturday morning cartoons. I was like, Jesus Christ.
No, it's intense.
It's intense.
But that's like I think kids need it.
Yeah, kids are a little weird. Like I was a little weirdo. Like
Sure.
yeah, still am. But like
I
yeah,
can see it.
Yeah,
No.
thanks. But no, like kids like weird stuff. Like
Yeah,
Nightmare
well,
Before Christmas. Like
I did
speaking
like that
animation.
one.
Loved that as a kid, and on paper should not have worked.
Heard.
They
Heard.
kidnap Santa Claus, and like he gets chained up and tortured by the Oogie Boogie Man, and it's like that should not work. Like that's
You're
a
right.
really horrifying thing.
You're
and
right.
Kids love it.
There's a lot of death in Disney movies too. When
Yeah.
you think about it. Every mom is dead.
Yeah, they hate
They hate
famously
motherhood.
hate women.
They hate
yeah.
motherhood.
Yeah, they kill a lot of moms. Started
sure
with
do.
Bambi.
Coral. The mom from
Oh
Nemo.
yeah,
She gets
Barracuda
eaten
gets
by
her.
a barracuda.
Yeah, the deer I think gets shot.
Sure does.
Yeah,
Sure
can't wait for the
does.
live action version of that.
Yeah. Starring Craig T. Nelson.
Because aren't Craig T. Nelson as the hunter? Yeah, they have a lot of dead moms. I'm trying to think what else.
It's like-
Frozen
that's
they
like
kill. Well,
a-
that's not Pixar, but like
Yeah, they shipwreck them.
yeah, which is kind of sick.
Tarzan, you see their mauled corpses.
Do you see corpses?
You see them. You see like their legs
Oh,
outside,
okay.
like coming outside of the.
Nice.
That's crazy. And in Tarzan, you see you see a hanging.
Is there hanging?
Yes, the guy gets hung at the end. Hunged.
I always, well, I shouldn't say always. I'm not really typing that
wonder
too
you
often,
would
but
say
like
it.
no one's correcting me. Like actually, it's hung. But like,
they you see his like silhouette,
like the
of him
feet.
getting noose.
yeah, we need to. Well, maybe we don't need to bring back like that much violence in kids.
No, bring it back.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Expose them to the real world.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite animated films?
There's one called Tokyo Godfathers, which is basically it's really good. It's from like 2001 or 2. It's the director of like a movie Paprika. That's like a famous, but like it's this Japanese film, and it's basically about 3 homeless people.
Is it Japanese? Like, is it anime?
I don't know if it constitutes as anime. It's
Okay.
just it's animated.
Okay.
But yeah, it's really beautiful, and it's about 3 homeless people who find a baby like around Christmas, and it just like want to like take it back to its mother.
Oh, okay.
It's really sweet. It's really funny, and it's really like adult dark, but like it's very good. That's one of my favorites. The
Okay.
Incredibles was a formative one for me. I'm trying to think what else was really big. All the
Did you-
Scooby Doo's were big, like the
yeah.
cartoon ones, like Zombie
and
Island
the live action.
and the live action.
really stuck with me.
Yeah, that one's hysterical.
Were you ever into Aardman movies?
Aardman?
Yeah, the claymation studio. Aardman.
Is that the
Chicken
Wallace
Run?
and Gromit?
Wallace and Gromit.
Yes. Chicken Run's insane because it is just like a shot-for-shot retelling of The Great Escape, like one of my favorite like war movies from the 60s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's literally about like
know that.
prisoners of war trying
That
to
totally
escape.
checks.
Yeah, and Chicken Run is that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I do like those, and I know
I just love British humor, so I find those very funny.
yeah, Gromit is really funny. I like those movies.
I love it.
What's it? The Were Gromit?
Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
Yeah, that
really
one
scared me as a kid, but
that
as an adult,
cracks
I
me
love
up.
it. I
Yeah.
love it. That's kind of what about like Tim Burton-esque creepy?
I do like the Henry Selick ones, like Nightmare Before Christmas. I love Coraline.
I've never seen Coraline.
Coraline's-
Isn't it not Tim Burton?
No, not Tim Burton. It's
Oh,
Henry
yeah,
Selick.
yeah.
And
Oh,
same
oh,
thing.
oh, oh, oh.
Same thing with Nightmare Before Christmas. Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas is directed by Henry Selick.
No way! I had no idea. Why would they do that?
Because Tim Burton was like,
Signed a paper.
well, no, he produced it, and like,
Okay.
yeah, but like, he was the name, and like, people are more likely to see a movie if it's
Yeah, absolutely.
Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What about Corpse Bride? Do you know?
Corpse Bride. Oh yeah, that was Tim Burton.
Okay.
Yeah, that was fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. I like Tim Burton's movies. I really like up until a certain point. I liked all of his movies up until Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, I mean, again, theater background, really hate when they cast people who can't sing in musicals.
Yeah, and then
it literally is daggers into my heart. I don't know why they put Russell Crowe in Les Mis, and I don't know why they put Johnny Depp and Sweeney Todd.
yeah, I mean,
a
maybe
hill
not
I'll
the best
die
guy.
on.
I thought What's Her Face did really well.
Helena Bonham Carter,
Yeah,
literally
sing.
love her. She can't sing either.
I thought it was good. I mean, they didn't sound good. They sounded like British. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. They
you're
sounded
right.
like Muppets. It was great.
You're right.
Yeah.
Love Muppets. That's
Oh,
not
me
animation,
too.
but
Yeah.
it holds the same hole in my heart.
What? Does that count? No, that's not animation.
No, that's not
puppetry. I
animated.
was like,
They're
does that
puppets.
count as animation? No,
Yeah,
because claymation counts.
Jason Segel is in the Muppet movie.
I've never seen him in person, so I don't know about that.
True. He could be animated for all we know.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I was gonna. So if we're going with animation, you like musicals. What
Yeah.
is your favorite of like the Disney princess ones?
Wow. I mean, I love Princess and the Frog. I love
Princess and Frog.
Slaps.
I was gonna say Fox.
Yeah.
that movie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, not
Great
it's not my
movie.
favorite of that list, but the
Reece.
her I Want song. I what is it? I
Almost
Want
There?
Song. Almost There. That's
Do you
gotta
know
be
what?
the best.
Do you know what movie fucks so fucking hard?
What movie?
Not Nightmare. Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I haven't seen that in years.
It
I
is-
loved the villain.
Let's
in it.
talk about Judge Frollo or whatever.
Yeah,
the
that guy.
fuck.
I
Rolo.
like. The bad guy's always fun. And I like a
that
actual mean
great
one.
music, great, beautiful, great story. We got like some serious topics. That's a death you witness.
Yeah.
The judge kills the mom by pushing her down a flight of stairs.
Sick.
Sick, crazy.
Yeah.
There's rape undertones, which is insane for children.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the judge, like the Esmeralda, the main girl.
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
The judge like grabs her and is like, I want to wrap my hands around that beautiful neck. That's what he says.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And I was
take
7 years
back
old.
what I
Like,
said about the
like what's going on?
like what the hell?
Like what the hell? What
That
am I?
guy's
What is
crazy.
what is this going on right now?
Yeah, no, there's
choking.
I was gonna say there's some like pretty like in The Incredibles, like he grabs the I had a crush on that secretary, like the white
sexy
hair
secretary, yes,
and
yes,
he like
yes.
grabs her by the neck and is like, I could crush you. I'm like,
Now I don't remember. Does she turn out good or bad? I don't remember.
she turns out good.
Okay.
She's like
She's working for the villain,
She ends up
but
helping.
she has a
them. Yeah, but she has a
conscience.
conscience.
Cool,
yeah,
cool.
but like also like the Road to El Dorado, she was really pretty.
Great movie.
And there's like
Great
there's also
movie.
like
That's
undertones,
some
maybe
sec-
like a threesome going on. Like,
there's a blowjob scene.
Are you-
Well,
what?
I mean not like,
Oh, okay.
but like there's
I was gonna
a
say like that's crazy.
No,
I don't
they-
remember them
they-
animating that.
oh shit, Miguel and Tulio.
I don't remember.
Okay, there's the two guys,
Yeah.
and they're in like the temple or whatever, and one of them's looking for the other, and he's like, Tulio, you in here? And then Tulio like pops up, and then the girl pops up from like she's sucking dick.
No way.
It's crazy stuff. And
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Eldorado.
rewatch that or
That's
something.
maybe I'll literally check it out.
Yeah, I'll
that's
probably just
also
look it up.
also very pretty animation.
Yeah, it's
like
very
really
that
cool
Atlantis.
mosaic.
Atlantis.
Never seen it.
That one's really good. Yeah, there was like a time where I guess animation was horny. Like they were like,
And the time is now.
yeah, the time is we need to bring it back. Like everyone's talking about like Pixar moms and stuff like that.
I find that animation makes me cry a lot more than live action movies.
Interesting. Well, I'm trying to think. Like I
Take Her to the Moon for me, Bing Bong.
Oh, I didn't care.
You don't
about
give
Bing
a
Bong.
shit about
Fuck Bing
that?
Bong. No,
Okay.
that guy sucked.
It's Richard Kind.
I don't give a shit. Like
Go
a
back,
great
get
actor,
Richard.
But like, I don't know. He's an How am I supposed to feel bad for an imaginary friend?
Okay.
He's not real.
What about the Firefly and Princess the Frog?
That I felt bad for.
Yeah, that
When
sucks.
he's like,
And then he
with my
joins
wife.
Evangeline.
Oh, that made me sad.
Yeah.
When Coco. Coco, I did cry. Coco, like I really did.
When he sings his little song.
at the end. yeah.
Remember me.
It's really good. I got
Yeah.
the chills. I was like, that's really
Yeah.
good. I cried as a kid
You ever seen
during
Bao?
Hercules.
Oh, Hercules is great.
But not when you think I would. I cried when Phil starts crying.
Danny DeVito.
When Danny DeVito, because he's like early in the movie, he's like, "Oh, I just want them to be like, that's your boy, like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
his
yeah,
boy." And
yeah,
then they
yeah.
say that, I was like,
Man, my
boy.
God, just give him some success.
"Yeah, I do cry at animation. Animation rocks. It has like, it really pulls on the heartstrings."
I don't know if it's. I also don't know if it's like There's something to be said for it's made for children, but it's really nice to like revert back to that like the colors and the.
Yes, but also like I think that's a thing like America has wrong, that animation is like not a genre. I think animation is like a style. It is not like
You're right.
its own
No, you're right.
Yeah, because it's like there's so many like, especially overseas, like animated films that are like really intense, and it's just the way that
Studio. What is it? Studio Ghibli. Is that what it's
yeah,
called?
like that. I mean, like Spirited Away, like which is like a quote
Never-
unquote a
I've
kids
never seen
movie,
it.
is really
I know.
intense. And it's
Everyone
like,
tells me to watch Spirited Away.
it's amazing, but it's like it's not a movie I would have appreciated as a kid
Okay.
or understood as a kid when I saw it as a kid.
Yeah.
Maybe I was a dumb child, but like, but like I think animation should be more than just kids movies. And
Actually,
yeah.
well, have you seen Bao? The short Bao.
Yeah, it's very cute.
That is so cute, and that is like totally meant for adults.
Yeah, I
It's
was
like
gonna say,
motherhood.
like, and like a kid will appreciate it.
A kid will think it's cute, but like a mom would like sob at that.
Yeah,
at
but it's
Bao.
like I also understand in America, like you can't, because like Sausage Party, where it's like
Sausage Party's hilarious.
pretty funny, but like then you have like families going in by accident, even though they've done everything to be like it's rated R. It's like it's a cartoon. It's like
They're fucking.
they're fucking.
I do really like adult animation. Are you an adult animation fan?
Yes and no, it depends.
Is it like some people it like just creeps them out?
I'm case by case always with like everything.
Like Family Guy, South Park, Big Mouth.
Big Mouth, I don't love.
No,
Big Mouth's
one of my favorite
Yeah, it
shows.
was just one of the ones I couldn't really get into.
Yeah, it's gross. It's disgusting.
It's not even that. It's just like it doesn't connect with me. There's some things like
Okay.
I know are good or like I know are like loved, and it's not like I'm different. It's just like not for me.
Interesting.
Yeah, Family Guy, like it was for me when I was like 13. 14. It's
Same.
Like, yeah, American Dad, I will always find funny.
American Dad's funny.
That show cracks like Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers is funny.
That's really funny.
I just started watching because I like having animation on when I'm like cooking something, doing my
Yes.
makeup, because it's like it's usually like unless it's like some deep, you don't usually need to pay attention to these
Yeah.
like 30-minute
No,
animation
and there's
shows.
like some episodes of Avatar that are like
No.
filler episode, but like nothing's a filler episode.
Avatar is totally
I
different.
need to give my
I
entire
need to be
attention,
100%
yeah.
focused.
Like SpongeBob.
But yeah, SpongeBob, Rick and Morty is what I was gonna say.
Oh, Rick and Morty. I like that was another show I feel like I really liked, like season 1, 2, and then I just like
Fell off.
yeah, I'm okay.
I mean, it's not like the same with a show with like live action where you're gonna like go in order and watch every episode. It's for vibes
and
only.
there are episodes of Rick and Morty that like I've cracked up at.
Yeah.
But then there's some that, but it's also, and I hate that this is like that it does affect me. Fan bases and stuff like that do affect me.
Oh, really?
It is tough for me to enjoy something when
that
I'm like
people are so obsessed with.
not even obsessed with, where I'm just like, there was like such a moment online where it's like, no, bro, like you don't get it. Like Rick and Morty is like you have to understand it. Like, and like that's not a thing anymore, but like that was, I feel like, a take for a while. like when it first came out, it's
Yeah.
like Rick and Morty is like the smart man's, and I was like, no, like,
No,
that's
it's for
insane.
idiots.
And it's like I hate. It's the same thing that happened with Marvel, where I'm like, it's just too much. Where people are like now like trying to side with the studio and be like, no, they have the whole plan, and I'm like, what do you?
Yeah,
doing?
I really am not a Marvel girl at all. I've only seen a handful of movies, and I don't know the lore at all.
There's some good ones.
I'm sure. I saw No Way Home. Thought it was good.
Yes.
Huh?
I like the Sam Raimi ones, the Tobey Maguire.
Oh,
Spider-Man.
sure.
Yeah.
Really, this. I'm hopping topics again.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention this. One of my favorite animations of all time. I wonder if you've seen it. Over the Garden Wall.
Yes. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, because that raccoon, he was a tricky little guy. I liked him. Isn't that the main character is a raccoon?
That's
Or am I thinking of a
the
different
regular show.
one? No. Who's the main animal?
It's two dudes. It's two humans.
I'm thinking of Over the
Over
Hedge.
the hedge. That's so different. That's so
I
different.
loved Over the Hedge.
Over the Hedge, sure. Over the
There's
Hedge
a
is
turtle
funny.
and a possum.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
there's a
a
raccoon
squirrel.
character.
Yes.
No,
and
Over
they-
the Garden Wall is really with a cute little tin hat kid.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's meant for kids, but it's supposed to be like very spiritual and transcend.
That one is
storyline.
really fun. I did really like
And do you know
that.
like the big spoiler?
No, I've only seen the first 2 episodes.
Okay, can I spoil it for you?
Yeah.
I don't have to.
Fuck. How will it affect me watching it?
Yeah,
How so?
the whole series.
Oh,
is-
then no,
is-
I
okay,
can't.
Okay. Things aren't as they seem.
I get that idea because like from the first 2 episodes, there's like something in the trees, and I'm like, I don't know if they're in a dream or if like this is an imagination or if like it's gonna be like revealed that like this is in someone's. I don't know, but I knew there was something afoot.
There's something afoot.
Yeah.
There is something afoot. Yeah, but the whole I don't even understand as an adult who I believe to be fairly educated. That's one of those shows that I'm like, I don't even understand everything that's going on.
Oh, that's fun.
This transcends my education.
I don't know why I didn't finish. I will finish that.
It's
yeah.
it's a really like heartwarming show. It's like the tall kid and the little fat kid.
Yeah,
And they
I like
fuck
a duo
around.
like that.
I love a tall skinny and a little fat.
Yeah, exactly.
Great-
it's a Bert and Ernie
great
thing.
juxtaposition.
You need Banana Man and like Orange.
Bert and Ernie is a gay relationship.
Yeah.
I think they live together.
Has that been like established by Sesame Street?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, they haven't like. Oh, really?
I don't think so, but Sesame Street's pretty damn progressive. I love Sesame Street.
Yeah.
I follow them on Instagram, and they're posting some woke shit. I love it.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I know that they like recently introduced that like they're gonna have like the episodes will now tie into each other.
No, I don't like that.
It'll be episodic, and like all the memes have been like, bro, like you must have missed like
You
episode
missed
like
it.
135.
Yeah, I hate that.
Which
I don't
think's
want
very
that.
Funny. I don't need it either, but I also don't watch it. So
But this is not animation. But I remember I also took a children's television class in college. Super cool. And we talked about there's one episode of Sesame Street that like kind of broke the media a little bit because they discuss death. One of the actors who plays like Mr. Cooper or whatever, the grocery store guy, died. And they decided to write it into the show.
That's kind of crazy.
In like the 80s. It was a long time
Yeah.
ago. And Big Bird's like, where's Mr. Hooper maybe is his name? Not Mr. Cooper.
I don't know.
And they're like, well, he died. And they're like, oh, okay, we'll see him when he gets back. And then like Maria or whatever, the fucking store owner, she's like,
no, you don't get it.
she's
He's
like,
fucking
so
dead.
Big Bird, when people die, it means they don't come back. I'm like, whoa, for 3-year-olds?
Yeah, it's crazy.
People got really mad. But then again, sometimes I'm like, maybe they got to hear it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like animation's a good. I feel like animation stuff like that is a good
not
time.
animation.
I know.
I
but
totally messed
animation
that up.
with death is a good time to have it because you can. I feel like you
Softer.
can really separate.
The boys from the men.
Yeah, the voice. Yeah, no, but you can separate. There's a bit of separation that's added there, where you're not seeing a human fake die. Your brain's not registering it. It's registering.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
which is why
absolutely
like
right.
I did not
Lion
care
King?
or when Bing Bong died.
Okay, yeah.
I
Lion King didn't pull at your heartstrings a little
No.
bit. Mufasa, bruh?
the Lion King was that was one that I didn't connect with as a kid.
Whoa.
And also the live action, it was just like I could
No,
not
the
even,
live action was sickening.
It
to
was
me.
just like they have like life or lifelike animals
No,
that don't emote. So it's like his dad dies and he's just like a cat, just like
I know it's literally a cat. I also really was like, everyone's calling it the live action Lion King.
that was
Hey,
entirely CGI.
these are animated. They don't talk. What are you saying?
And, like, it looked cool,
I guess.
but like it's not live action.
It's not live action. It's a remake
No.
with better technology, and it didn't hit the
And
same.
it was like 30, 40 minutes longer. Well, how is it getting longer? Makes no sense. No, that is still an animated movie in my head.
I think we should end with our closing thoughts on animation. Do you think we did the topic justice?
Yes and no. I think
Okay.
we hopped around a lot.
I know. Sorry. I'm
We've
really
no.
bad.
This is
Terrible
good. No.
podcast
This is
host.
okay because we covered a great many titles. I'm trying to think if there's like anything I liked that we discussed. The sexual undertones of animation.
Sure.
That like it's pretty horny. Like there's some characters that are like someone sat down and thought to make this person look like this.
Yeah,
Like,
oh my God.
They know what they were doing.
Yeah, Mrs. Incredible.
Mrs. Incredible. Jack
Dumpy.
Skellington.
What? Because he got big old feet?
No, just he's a sexy skeleton man.
Oh my God. I've never
From The
heard
Nightmare Before
anyone say
Christmas?
that before.
Are you serious? Jack Skellington?
You do what you need to do to get by. This is a judgment-free zone.
Oh, okay. Jack Skellington, he looks
You
good.
heard it here first. If you see any Jack Skellington fan fiction, it's written by
It's written by
Reece Feldman, guy with the movie camera. Would you ever be interested in working in animation or doing anything animation related?
I'd love to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's awesome. I don't know at this point where I could factor in because like doing social I would love to do behind the scenes of animation, like doing the like recording voice actors and stuff.
Voice
I think that'd
acting
be
is
such
so
a
fun.
fun BTS thing. But I would love to I think it's such a cool way to show a story, and there's so many things you could do with animation that you can't do in real life.
Absolutely.
And
that's the whole
And I
beauty
do
of it.
really like stories that are told that are like animated that don't necessarily need to be. Like there's some like you need something like Coco or like Hercules where characters are like becoming skeletons or like doing like crazy things
Right.
and like their heads are going around
Right.
and stuff. That needs to be animation because that's the only way you could do it without it being like CGI or practical, and then it becomes
Right.
But I do love in something like Scooby-Doo where it can be live action.
Yeah,
and
or,
it could be. It doesn't need to be animation, and it is like, which I just think is so fun.
I've always thought that about King of the Hill.
Yes,
You ever
King
see
of the Hill
I'm
is
like, this is just a sitcom.
this is literally just like King
Why'd
of
they
Queens.
animate this?
It's just there's no reason for it to be animated, but
Yeah.
it works so well.
It does.
and it's I think more people should view animation as a tool, not just like.
Take it a little more seriously, maybe
take it-
as a storytelling
Yeah,
form.
or don't take your story too seriously, and like
Oh,
maybe
sure.
like a serious movie shot like as an animation. Oh, the last thing I want to ask is, now I'm hosting.
Now you're asking me
Yeah.
questions.
Do you think that celebrity in animation matters?
A little bit.
Okay, no, this is good because I think people are very quick to say it doesn't.
I think
But
it does.
I do think there is like a little bit, but like it's an interesting slippery slope.
I think it does, but I really enjoy when the celebrity is kind of someone not the main protagonist. So the names on the film, it maybe draws a couple more people in there, but then you get this like for the first thing that came to my mind is Moana.
Yes.
So like they found this like teenage girl literally like in the islands.
Ali'i, yeah.
Ali'i, yeah. Have you met her?
No, but
Oh.
I think I'll be meeting her soon for the new Mean Girls movie.
Oh, that's right. She's Janice, right?
yeah.
That's
she's
so
really,
cool.
I've seen it. She's really funny.
Yeah?
Really
Oh,
good in
you've seen it?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Oh my God, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she was like my age, if not younger,
Yeah.
and was like so up and coming. And then they stuck Dwayne Johnson in there. He did an awesome fucking job.
He's really good.
He's
really
so
good.
really good voice actor.
Yeah.
And so it's like he definitely you can't say he didn't add something to the film, but it's
No, and
like
he
but it's
brings
like
his name, but
name one other person in that movie. You
can't.
can't.
And which is why it's so which is why I really like it. Oh, and I think they have like the guy that plays Jango Fett, that actor. I think he has some voice work in it.
the shiny guy is famous too. Shiny.
Yeah, the David Bowie like crab.
Yeah.
Guy rocks. Yeah.
If
Good
you take
song.
anything away from this.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. There are some like Jack Black, great voice actor. Him as Poe in Kung Fu Panda, insane.
Insane.
Really, that's a good movie.
I love an underdog.
Yeah.
I also really liked watching that Did you see that like Disney studio?
Like the 100.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I saw that they. I saw that they did it. And I'm in like, for some reason I've just been in like a very grumpy mood.
Pessimistic.
Like, the past like year or so.
Oh my God.
I don't know why. I think it's like the more I work in it, the more I'm just like.
Yeah, whatever. They're making this. Reese, what's next for you? What's coming up? Scratches head.
I have now that the strike's over.
Woohoo!
I'll be on some more sets next year and doing some more movie stuff. But yeah, Mean Girls is coming up.
Yes.
I'm
excited to see it. I love Renee.
I'm almost. Yeah, she's so good. Everyone in that movie is like, it's really fun.
I'm excited.
And like, I was nervous going into it that it was gonna be like just the same
remake,
movie.
yeah.
No. There are times where like there's no music where it feels like that, but for the most part, I was like, oh, this is its own thing.
Yeah, because the music's great.
The music's really fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
I had only ever seen the YouTube videos. I didn't see it in person.
Oh my
sadly.
God, I saw it. It was so good.
But yeah, there's like a bunch of stuff coming out next year I'm excited for, and hopefully I get to work on.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, and then like more Hunger Games stuff as that's in theaters.
Yeah.
And yeah, then the holidays.
You're so cool. Damn.
I think you're very cool. Because
The
it's like
panic.
no, because it's like you're cool with that. I work on cool things. I don't think that necessitates that like I myself am.
I appreciate the effort you went through to compliment me.
No, because I think you're cool without like, yeah.
I'm hoping now that the strike's over as well that I get to go to another movie premiere because I've only been to like 3, and then I stopped
which ones have
getting
you
invited.
gone to?
I went to House of Gucci.
Good. I know that movie was hated. So much fun.
I liked it.
Perfect plane movie.
I thought it was fun. Yo, great play movie.
I see that every single time.
That's how I feel about Ocean's 8.
Yeah, yes, every single time I'm on a Delta flight, I see like 8 people watching it, and I'm like,
yeah, and they're all watching that sex scene on the plane.
yeah, and it's like
Crazy stuff.
Driver moves that fast.
No, he's laying pipe.
Yeah.
I went to Don't Look Up, and then I went to Downton Abbey: A New Era, and I lost my shit.
I really liked that movie.
I love Downton Abbey. I've seen it like a million times.
The first introduction to it.
No way!
That
Oh
was
my God! Because you did the
London.
money don't.
Yeah.
Yo, no way!
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yes,
Yeah,
I remember watching that.
That was really fun. Yeah, that movie.
So nice.
Rocks.
They're British, so they're nice.
Nothing happens to that movie. I could not tell you a single thing that happened in that movie. Loved it.
Yeah.
I just remember leaving like that was
a fun little
jolly good
ride.
time.
Yeah. Yes. I love British things.
Yeah. Is there a premiere? Then I'll let you go because now I see I'm.
No,
your time.
I
is there
love
a premiere
going over.
that you want to go to next year?
Oh my God! Literally anything that will let me grace the fucking.
But is there like one that you would actively like to go to?
I would have loved to go to Mean Girls. I would have lost my mind.
It hasn't happened yet.
You haven't? I thought you saw it.
I saw it.
Oh.
But like, it's not. It's like for stuff that I. For stuff that I work, like before this, I'll go to a screening, like in like an internal studio screening, so I know what it is before
the premiere.
Yes, because like if I'm gonna work on it, I have to like know what happens.
Well, Mean Girls people, if you're looking for local little girls to invite, I live in New York City, and I'm friends with Reese, and that's my pitch.
If it's in New York, I can bring it up.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I'm putting it on the podcast now, so I'm like held to it. But if the premiere's in New York, I'll probably no.
That would be fucking cool.
That
is my little theater kid heart.
Yeah, and
beating out of my chest. You know what premiere I don't want to go to?
What?
The new Willy Wonka.
I'm really excited for that.
Are you really?
Yeah, it's
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant is Oompa Loompa. Hysterical.
No, get that out of my sight.
It's the same director as the Paddington movies.
Other than that, I don't know what else is coming out. I guess I gotta like read the news.
Yeah. or don't.
What's like the big anticipated thing right now?
Of like next year?
Sure.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what like the big things are.
I don't know.
Wicked is gonna come out.
Oh yeah. Oh God. I mean, again, theater. I would die.
That's like I feel like a really big one. I'm trying to think of like.
Mean Girls. I would love.
I'm still thinking about all the movies I have to watch this year. So.
I know you probably have your work cut out for you.
I've been really good this year about making sure I see like everything that'll be. I'm gonna see Saltburn tomorrow. I just saw The Holdovers, and then like there's a few movies I still have to see. Anatomy of a Fall. Past Lives and Maestro. Those are like the big 3 left that I'm like,
Okay, of all those, Maestro is the only one I've heard of.
Past Lives is supposed to be amazing. That's like everyone's like.
Are these these are gonna be the Oscar movies? You think?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean like, no one knows.
Right,
but, like,
right. But these are the contenders.
Yeah, and like I've already seen everything else that like has been getting awards buzz.
I'm excited to when Oscar season's approaching to ask you your.
Yeah, I mean
your
like
thoughts.
Golden Globes, Critics' Choice announcements come out in January,
Oh, okay.
and then Oscars announcements I
A
think are
little
like
February, maybe later.
early February or late January. I forget,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
it's been announced.
And on that note, Reece, it's been an absolute pleasure having you. Tell the people where to find you and what you're up to.
You could find me on
The
My
streets.
thingies are at Guy with the Movie Camera. And if you're a movie person, my letterbox is rfeldman9.
Nice.
Yeah, letterbox is like my favorite thing to use.
I will have to get more into Letterboxd because I trust your opinions.
Yeah, I log everything.
Amen. Reece, thank you so much for coming on the Pesto Pod. It's been a joy to have you.
Thanks for having me. Was this okay?
This is perfect.
I feel like I wasn't funny or anything. I was just
What do you
angry.
mean?
It's the Pesto Pod, the Pesto Pod, the Pesto Pod.